I am back at Eau Palm Beach Resort and Spa, 5 years after our transformation project. This was my home for almost an entire year, and I have to say, it is such a delight to come back to meet so many amazing hoteliers on such an incredible property here in Palm Beach. I've spent the morning just wandering around speaking to people. I did joke before arriving that I needed to come back here just to get more hugs. So stay tuned. Let's go out and meet some of the hoteliers. I'm here with Stacy Pedersen, our director of Eau Palm Beach Resort and Spa. It's been 5 years since we've seen each other.
5 years, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, and as most of you know, I spent a whole year of my life here working with the transformation team on employee engagement and culture and bringing life to the values. So tell me, what's been happening?
5 years later.
5 years.
So I joined the team about 9 months into you, so I had only gotten to know you the last 3 months, and it was amazing to me the amount of time, effort, energy that went into creating the brand and the values. And I would tell you that I think that was the right way to do it, because here we are 5 years later and it's alive and well. On a daily basis, we still communicate, are you being authentic? Did that decision have integrity? We still refer to everyone as hoteliers.
Great.
Last year we did, at our 5-year anniversary, we did a program called Reigniting the Values.
Wonderful.
Just to make sure that we were alive and well, and did all the values, and we ended that reigniting with a fire walk.
Yes.
So we had about 90 hoteliers participate in that.
And did you do it?
I did.
Yeah, how was it?
I did it 3 times. The
Wow.
first time was great. The second time was great. The third time I was done.
Okay.
My feet were a little tingly.
Oh, great.
And this year we're doing we're calling it communication training, but it's exactly keeping alive the value of hotelier, the mover, star, thinker, hugger, and just really focusing on how we adapt our communication style. And in fact, we're going to take our name tags and add a dot at the end that represents red being mover, green being hugger, whatnot. So it's been alive and well for 5 years.
I have to say, when we first introduced that model about communication, I've never seen it go out to the shop floor as quickly as it did here. It really gave an opportunity for people to communicate at a different level of what type of person are you and how do we all connect together. So we
do our orientation program is one entire day about the values.
Wonderful.
We don't do anything else but the values, and that's the last activity we do. And it's really great when we tell our new hoteliers that everyone else in the entire building has gone through this, and you could walk up to the person training you, to your manager, to anybody, and say, find out if they're a thinker hugger and find that connection on, oh my gosh, I'm a mover too, great, we're gonna get stuff done. It's a way to not only know someone's communication style, but connect with them on a different level.
Right. I think one of my favorite values has always been goosebumps, and I think it's a very interesting and authentic value, and especially to this place. What's your favorite goosebump moment here?
My favorite goosebump is a story I can tell about reservations.
Wonderful.
We have our reservations team was doing a reservation, and it was a difficult call because there was a child in the background, mommy, mommy, mommy.
Right.
And the mommy said, I want the green one, I want the green one. And the reservation agent was like, green what? And apparently the story is it was a green M&M.
Right.
And so they just made a note, hey, a goosebump moment might be something with green M&Ms, just as a note. So when the guest services team saw that note, they ordered green M&Ms, and they had a bowl placed in the guest room, not really understanding the whole, what is it? So the woman checks in, comes back down to the front desk in tears.
Yeah.
And as a hotel manager, you never really want to see your guest in tears. You have that moment of, oh God, what did we do?
We have a good goosebump tears.
Yes,
okay,
well,
great.
This is trying to turn into that, but in that moment you weren't sure. And she asked for the manager and explains to the manager that within the last 6 months her husband had passed away, and that the son and the dad had this just little joke between them. When the dad would eat a bag of M&Ms, he would go, here, you have the yellow one. The green ones are the best. Those are for daddy, and kept saying, so they had this joke of, no, the green M&M, the green M&M. So when they walked into the room and the little boy saw the bowl of green M&Ms, says, Mommy, daddy sent us green M&Ms.
Oh.
And it was a goosebump moment.
And you've given me goosebumps.
I know,
So that's what a goosebump moment
Usually
is.
I just cry. So it's the first time I've told this story. And
I'm trying not to.
I know.
So, yes.
I know. So we just have all kinds of those. And goosebumps are even alive internally. We still have the Starfish Enterprise. And they meet monthly, and we internally goosebump individuals. So goosebumps are alive and well. And they just have a different meaning. It's great. It's my favorite part of teaching orientation.
Right.
Because you get to storytell and tell these stories of things that we've actually done. And you can see a new hire kind of have that moment of, oh, it's not just strawberries and champagne at the front desk. This is totally something different and personalized.
And I have to say, It is something incredibly special here. I still have a giant goosebump token when I finished working here after the year. All the hoteliers got together and signed a giant token, which still sits on my wall in my office. And I think about it regularly, about some of the amazing stories that we've collected along here.
Yes, they continue.
Coming back here, it seems like
Feels the same?
It feels the same, but it feels solid.
Oh,
it seems like
good.
everything is kicked into gear, and all the work that we did and the work that you then continued on after Bridge has been here, it's definitely paid off.
And I've said this to everyone that I've met that this came up in conversation, is without the work that was done to make this O, it would not be, the foundation had to be set when and where you guys set it and in the way that you did, and I think that's made it sustainable. You couldn't have half-assed it and been where we are now. It took what you guys did to make it where we are now. So.
And I have to say, from all the client work I've ever done, it's the best project I've ever worked on, and it was made easy. You got a team like that who embrace information the way they did.
But now
and
we
are
have great information, so when we have new hoteliers come on, we've got what we need to give them. It's sustainable.
So I just wanted to say thank you so much.
It's nice to see you again.
It's wonderful to be back.
Nice to see you again.
And you are doing an amazing job,
Oh,
I have to say.